Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn. Our guest is Sharon Pearson, all the way from Australia. Her book is called Ultimate You, Heal, Reclaim, Become, Live Your Awesome Life. Now, a lot of people in the 21st century, and I'm assuming because this happened to you, Sharon, that you woke up and had anxiety in the morning, for example, or at night. You'd wake up in the middle of the night, you get up to do a physical thing, you have to go to the bathroom, and it was hard to get back to sleep, if you could get to sleep in the first place. And you'd start thinking about, well, tomorrow I have to write this book, I have to call Joe, I have to get my car serviced, etc., etc. And you start thinking about all these things, and you get very anxious. Is there a way to avoid that anxiety? To shut it off?
Well, yes, there is. So firstly, step one is to acknowledge, to have self-awareness around what's happening. A lot of people are living on automatic, and they don't know that they're sabotaging their own minds with those types of thoughts and all that self-talk. So be aware is the first part. Part two is to have acceptance of it. So rather than judging ourselves for it, it's to deep breath. Okay, so this is where I've placed myself. And then part three is to interrupt it. It's really important. The part three is the action part, is where we need to build that emotional and mental muscle. So what we tend to do if we're late at night, what I used to do and what a lot of people do is called catastrophizing. We picture a scene of an event that hasn't happened yet, and we make it as bad as we can. We picture all the ways we're going to mess it up and how we're going to fail and how we're going to be mocked or whatever. So catastrophizing is a huge part of how we sabotage. So step one, get aware that you're catastrophizing. Doesn't matter how long it takes. My record is I went for 2 hours once catastrophizing, laying in bed before I became aware I was doing it. That's okay. Part two, acceptance. This is where I've placed myself. And part three, interrupt it. Now, I used to interrupt it with a clown. So I'd create a clown in my mind, I'd have circus music, and I would literally just break the state I was in and interrupt it with loud circus music in my head, or I'd go out loud, anything to interrupt. So those three steps are the beginning of interrupting how our brain has hijacked us and reclaiming it back. And there are studies showing that interrupting, diffusing, distracting is a really successful way to get off the treadmill of that self-talk that's hurting us so much.
As long as you're not afraid of clowns, I think that'll work for me.
Love it. It's so true. It's so
right?
true.
I don't know why people are afraid of clowns, especially clown dolls. I do have a fear of them. Sharon, would you say that people in the Western world, Australia, Europe, the U.S., other places, have the same basic problems and need things like Ultimate You?
I think the more we become comfortable, the more space in our brain we have to worry. 2-3 generations ago, it was so easy to get up and work all day really hard and not have what we call the luxury of time. And now, because there's a luxury of time, so much is automated. We pick up a phone and we can run a business. There are so many gifts that this age gives us, but the gifts come with a price. There's the fear of missing out. There's the comparisons to others that we can do. There's the culture of celebrity being forced upon us if we're not careful. There's the bad news coming our way, making us feel that we should catastrophize. All of these messages through all the different media means we have way too much time to think about what could go wrong or how we are wrong. So this book is addressing, it goes further than that. But
what about people around you who say you're wrong, you're a loser? Come on, you get up, you're not worth anything. We have that
Choose
too.
Different people. Be around different people. Anybody who is not on your team to champion you, support you, and reciprocate love, care, respect, and grace does not get to be on your team. Everybody deserves to have at least 2 people around them who are there to champion them and have their best intentions at heart. And that isn't easy to achieve, Mark. That's a challenge. But that is the challenge I throw out to your listeners. Do you have 2 to 5 people in your life that I call your inner circle who have your best interests at heart and who wish you to achieve your dreams? Make that your first goal.
And that's the hard part.
It is.
To find those 2 to 5 people that are your inner circle.
Yes. And here's the measure. If, when I looked around years ago at my life, I didn't have those people, I had to become self-aware and look at myself and realize that's who I'm attracting. I attract and allow into my life people who would not have my best interests at heart. I'm allowing that. That's on me. Now, it doesn't mean to say I blame them. I don't suddenly speak to them about how I'm not going to take that anymore. It was no proclamations. Just a quiet acceptance. This is how I created it. And if I want it to be different, I need to change the relationship that I have with myself.
Well, the amazing...
towards being my centered self.
The amazing Sharon Pearson has been our guest. We really appreciate your time. The name of the book is Ultimate You. You can find out more at Amazon. You can also check it out at latenighthealth.com. We'll have a link on our website so you can see her pretty picture and learn more about Sharon. Hey, Sharon, thank you very much for joining us. Everybody, we'll be back in just a couple of moments as Late Night Health continues. And be sure to visit us at facebook.com/Late Night Health Radio. I know Sharon's going to do that, and we'll become buddies. Don't go away. More coming up.